Yes, Bang Bang Rail. About 203, 202, I was took in for a really, really bad charge, yeah. I was on crack. I was a crackhead. Well, I was a crackhead, you know. I was taking crack 24/7, so you can call me a crackhead. But wasn't one of them people that run a Ponzi for money. I just took the money and robbed people. That's all I used to do. I've done a fortune on it, yeah. I was with a really nice girl at that stage, I thought, yeah, Ario. She had a pop group called Entice. She was absolutely stunning looking, really beautiful looking girl, yeah. But she ruined her career. I think it wasn't so much that she ruined it. I think Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown ruined her career for what they did to her, and the way she turned out, yeah. But she was beautiful. But I got pulled in for a bad charge, yeah, for I think it was attempted murder or murder charge. I can't really remember, but it wound up being a murder charge, yeah. And I was in the scrubs. I was up there for another charge, taking antiques, pulling someone through a mirror of a car, nicking his chain, gold chain, and all that sort of thing. But he dropped the charges about 3 weeks later on. So when I was in court and he dropped the charges, I didn't really know nothing about this other charge. It was just put on me at that day at court. Everything was dropped on that charge, on the charge of me pulling someone through a car window and nicking his antiques and all this sort of thing, yeah. So I thought I was going home, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, the police come in and charged me with that charge in open court, as such, and I just went crazy. Why are you doing me, fitting me up with this silly charge? You know, it's not a silly charge; it's a serious charge, attempted murder. You know, and it become a murder charge, yeah. And I went mad. I just smashed the court up to pieces. I mean, I just went absolutely crazy. Ripped the door off the as you walk in the dock. I just ripped it. Went absolutely mad. They put me in a cell. I just whipped the bench up, but I just went mad, man. And come on, if you're up for a charge like that, it's nothing to do with you. It's not a nice thing. I can understand a lot of these people who are now saying they're not guilty of charges. I would have done 20 or 30 years. But anyway, so Ario, I was still talking to her on the phone, and the police had got into her, and they put a box on her phone for when I phone up to try and get out of me about this attempted murder or murder charge. Mate, it was unbelievable what they was trying to do to me. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it, mate. And when I actually went to court for the actual charge, I had a woman QC that had a tape recorder, put a tape. This is the first time I heard it, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even hear this conversation. I didn't understand anything of it, yeah. And what it was a thing called inaudible, where they couldn't really understand it. No one knew what was being said. And when I eventually, I went to court and went absolutely mad in court, yeah. And I sacked the QC and got another barrister. And then when I went back to the scrubs, I was going mad, man. I was going crazy. I was surprised they didn't ship me out at the scrubs and put me in another nick, you know. But you know, it's still a high security prison, yeah. Anyway, I eventually went to court. I was still talking to Ario every day, as much as I could on the phone, yeah. We was just mates, and but mind you, I loved it, you know what I mean? But anyway, beside the point, and then I goes to court. And as I go in court, I'm really pissed off now, you know what I mean? But I've got a barrister and this, that and the other, and he's saying to me, look, we've been offered X amount, we could take this. I said, take what? I haven't done nothing. I'm not going to take a charge. I'm not going to take something that I didn't do. I'm not going to go in there and say I'm guilty of this and accept this charge. No way. I'm going mad, mate. Anyway, I went back to my cell, and all of a sudden they called me back to see my barrister. And my barrister said to me, "Look, we just a courier has just drove up to the courts and given me this. Would you accept this charge?" I said, "Look, I'm not accepting any charge." When he read it to me, and it was a charge of ABH on this guy that I'd give him a right-hander outside a bus stop when he hit me with a can of beer. Self-defence, but anyway, I said, yeah, I'll plead guilty to that. I knocked him out. He went to the police, and I assaulted him, but I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, I said, yeah, I'll plead guilty to it, and I went in court. And but before that, I was in front of a judge called McGregor Johnson, which is the worst judge you can possibly have in Isle of Crown Court. And he was so against me, it's unbelievable. But telling me what sort of sentence I could get. Anyway, but then I went in front of this woman. She was an Indian woman. I forget her name. I thought it was Tony Blair's wife, but it wasn't. Yeah. And anyway, she said, "Mr. Hill, we're very, very sorry for the amount of time you've been in prison. I think I've been in there about 11 months. We're very sorry for the amount of time you've been in prison. But would you accept an ABH charge?" I said, "I'm guilty to that charge, yeah." And they give me 6 months. She said, "We really apologise, Mr. Hill, all this, that, the other." And 6 months. Anyway, as I walked out the court, my barrister said to me, "Listen, the best thing you can do, Mr. Hill, is keep your nose clean, yeah, and don't get yourself in any trouble whatsoever." He said, "Because these lot, for some reason, they want you bad, yeah." I know they do. I said, it's terrible. Now, being in prison 11 months, I'm off the crack. I'm sorting myself right out, yeah. We're not off it, but I'm sorting myself right out. Now, all I want to do now is find out where she is. In prison, you get to hear things. I've been told that she's been took, not like a hostage, but they took her to a place in Hammersmith, just off Hammersmith Grove there, and they're keeping her there, and she's taking crack, and they're using her as a prostitute. The guys are coming in and doing what they want to do. She's a really beautiful girl, mate, but I got involved with all these women on crack, this madness. And you can imagine, she's just, anyway. Now, I want to find her, and I want to talk to her about everything, what's gone on, why they do this and why they do that to me, yeah. And anyway, I'm standing at this place where I think that she is, and I see all these guys walking into this house and bits and pieces. I want to go in there, I've only just come out. It's that same day, but this is in the evening time, yeah. I want to go in the house, and I don't go in the house, and I see her coming down the road here, and I walk across the road, and she sees me, and she runs, and she's petrified. She runs, yeah. Why? But she's petrified. She runs into this place, yeah, and I don't want to go in there. I'm just come out, but I decided with myself to go in there and pull her out. So I go in there, and then I have a right row with a lot of these people, these crackheads and people that are selling the stuff, yeah. I'm very fit. I've been keeping myself really fit in prison, training every day. I went into one and I started bashing, knocking people out, and anyway, it got to, it was like a free-for-all. I was just going mad in there, yeah. And I know what it's like when you're crackheads, you can't hold your hands up as such, and they got all sorts of things like bottles, bars, knives, but I'm going mad. And anyway, I got out of there in the end, and I thought to myself, I've got to try and get hold of her. She's gone in there, but I can't find her. Anyway, I then get hold of her, and she's really, really tearful. She's crying. She's telling me exactly what the police done to her and what they said to her, this, that, and the other. And I was gutted, you know what I mean? Because, okay. But my barrister did say to me, he said, "Ray, keep your nose clean, mate, because this lot want you, mate. If they get you again, you're going to go away for a long time for whatever reasons they want you, but they want you, yeah." But anyway, Ario, I was in love with a woman, you know what I mean? Crazy. It seems to be my life it's about crackheads and women, you know. That is what happened with me. All the money I had, working with big companies, I lost all that, got involved with drugs. Don't get involved with drugs out there, you know what I mean? It can ruin your life, and I'm on about ruin your life, and it did me IPP. This is what the barrister told me, that if they get you again, you're going to go away for a long time, and I did, an IPP. Anyway, they've been watching me for, it seems like ever, you know, this is what anyway. But they never watched me this particular day. I wanted the people that done what they did to her, yeah, and I knew exactly who they were and who they are, because she told me who they are and what this, that and the other, yeah. And what, you know, I'll see the guys in the daytime and I'll deal with it. And I dealt with it. I mean, I dealt with it in such a way that I believe that these two was so much in a bad way, yeah, that they're more like cabbages for the rest of their life, yeah. For more like cabbages for the rest of their life. You can't do that to women. You can't take women and take them and put them on the game and this, that and the other and take liberties with them, you know what I mean? And it seems to happen to me all my life, that, yeah. But I've done them really, really bad. I'm not going to say what I've done because it's not a nice, well, it's not a nice thing, but it is a nice thing what happened to them, yeah. I've done them so bad, mate. I mean, they were lucky to survive. If they did survive, I don't know, you know. But they're crackheads, and not crackheads, but they sold crack, and they thought there was big time Charlie potatoes until they met me. Anyway, I'm sort of like back with Ario as such. I'm getting back on the crack now. I'm back on the crack really, really bad. This is why I got involved with the car phone warehouse, yeah. I'm looking for a place, but I've got money. I'm getting money. I'm working, getting money. Going in crack houses, nicking all the crack, nicking all the money with a couple of other guys, and I'm getting good money. And so I've got a hotel for about 3 or 4 days. I'm with Ario. Now she's got me on the crack. I'm back on the crack. I'm smoking. I'm doing a lot of money. I'll get a flat, yeah, just opposite the house, the one that burnt down in Levitt Grove, you know. And it's a place called Stepping House that I lived in. I'm on the 10th floor. Anyway, things happen. I can hear her. She leaves my place. I can hear her singing in other people's places, and I'm just going mad. It might be the crack psychosis. I'm going crazy, yeah. I then decided I need more money, and I get involved with the car phone warehouse. I'm looking at this place. People ask me to do it, and I do it. But obviously, I've done it. The people that told me to do it went through the back of the place, nicked all the phones and told me what was in there, yeah. But this is just a little video, really. But when you're in prison, when I was on crack, in prison, when I went in prison on crack, you could get crack more easier in prison because you didn't have to travel 2 or 3 miles and wait maybe 2 or 3 hours for the dealer to come along and give you it. In there, it may be 20, 30 cells from you, maybe upstairs, downstairs, it might be up the landing, down the landing, or whatever. It'd be in that wing, yeah? And it was so available, you know, and people trying to get off it is virtually impossible because it gets in there easier than you think. So it was a lot easier to get it in there, yeah? But I decided not to, I just decided to get off of it, yeah? And then get back on it really, really bad. And when I got nicked for the car phone warehouse, I was a nut, you know, absolutely mad. But you know, like when you do certain things in your life, yeah, and you think to yourself, why did I get involved with drugs like crack? You know what I mean? And you think to myself, it's only about women. It's about women. It's about, you know, you get it for women. You don't get it for yourself, even though you get involved with it, but you're getting it for women because you know you take advantage of them people when they're on that drug or when they're on coke. It's madness. It's crazy the things men do just for a woman and for their own personal whatever. Yeah. But anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Just a little video there. Please press the like button, subscribe, and good morning. Yeah. Bye.